Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the inner bowels of Madness Manor. In the studio today. I haven't posted since my little OVO bike short, and I haven't posted a video since my little tour of Yorkshire. Thank you for all the comments on that. Did I do right splitting it into days? 3 sections. I think the videos were long enough. I don't think they needed to be any longer. I think they're informative as much as I wanted them to be. I certainly learnt a lot. I never really envisaged doing a multi-day tour on an e-Brompton. I don't think I'd been able to do the tour on the electric Brompton version. The big thing was the ARC batteries. I took 3 ARC batteries with me, and most days I used 2 of them, and didn't need the third, but I may have done. So that's, for me, that is a fantastic success and plus point, and a personal achievement, I think, to do a multi-day tour on the Brompton Arc. And it's probably nothing to other people, but I was there for my benefit, and it was great. Leading on from that, I know on the last video from the section, the second video I think I did, the section from Sheffield to Worksop, I did say I was going to have a 6-speed converted. So I've had that in my mind all week. That meant the Brompton electric version is going. Well, me saying that in the video has sparked off one of you subscribers to ask about it. So the Brompton electric has now moved to a new home, and a worthy home. I think that the gentleman that's bought it is going to benefit from having it. So that's always nice to know that it's not just gone to somebody that's going to ride it. It's going to, I think it'll make a change to his situation. Anyway, that's nothing to do with you or me really. It's I'm just feel good it's gone somewhere that's worthy, if that's makes sense. Arc wise, I've thought long and hard. I've discussed it with a couple of people at home, discussed it with second favourite next door neighbour. I'm going to have the P-line converted at Arc, because I have this mental lack of capacity, which I think many blokes have. I have this mental lack of capacity to realise I'm 65 next, not 19 next. And maybe I should look at the realities of being 75 in 10 years' time. I don't know. I just think my heart says Brompton 6-speed, fantastic. It don't matter. I can just go on and have fun with it. The reality is, the ARC conversion needs to go on the P line. So that's going to happen. A new bike also entered the fold yesterday, which is a car replacement bike. It's a car replacement bike for 2 specific journeys I regularly make, and I regularly try to make on bicycle, but because of the way the cycle infrastructure is, they are an incredibly difficult journey to make by bicycle, electric or otherwise. I've made a journey on a full suspension mountain bike, which has made the ride very doable, other than the fact it's just a full suspension mountain bike, which is in the wrong place. So there's a new bike on the block. I'm waffling because I don't want to tell you what it is, but there's a new bike on the block. Well, I will tell you what it is. I bought it from Decathlon. It's a full suspension town bike, and I've looked at them in the past, and I went to one of my most hated retailers, and next door there's a Decathlon, and I went in Decathlon first before I went in the hated retailer. And because normally when I come out of the hated retailer, I can't be bothered to look at the stuff that interests me in Decathlon. And they got it on offer. They got £300 off. So it's a Decathlon 920E, I believe, town bike. It's a penny under £1,000 retail, and it was a penny under £700 to buy. It's end of line, end of life. It's a full suspension town bike. I've not ridden it yet. That's going to be a video later on. I've purposely not ridden it because I want to go out, make sure it's set up okay for me. And my first ride is going to be down one of my worst rides I have to do for the quality of the infrastructure. And it's one of the rides I should do by bike, because it is such a simple ride from here to Rainworth, which would be a daily ride if it didn't hurt. And it hurts if I go on the Brompton. It hurts if I go on the Mongoose. It hurts if I go on any bike. It is the infrastructure is in such poor condition, and it hurts. It hurts on the, nothing hurts on the post bike, but it hurts. And so I don't ride it. So that, and there's 2 rides I do that hurt regularly. So that is purely as a car replacement for those 2 journeys. And I'm sure it'll fit in elsewhere and probably get a lot more use. I'm sure it'll get on the test screw and stuff like that. But that's the motivation for buying it. And I've got a 700 notes, full suspension, e-bike from Decathlon. And people, I shouldn't buy shopping Decathlon and all this crap. I'm not interested in that. I'm on this planet for me now. 65 next. I'm not bothered about anything else. You can just run around me. And that's my attitude now. So that's going to be a video today, and I'll probably release it today, or I don't know. This is going to go straight on. Speaking of releasing videos, YouTube have changed the way the algorithm works. Now, YouTube is a business, and YouTube's anybody who runs a business will know that every year you develop your business. You've got to increase your added value. You've got to increase your bottom line. You've got to increase by 10%, say, and you've got to take more out of. So, YouTube is a business, and as much as they say they do the things, the best intentions for YouTube content makers, they've changed the algorithm, which doesn't divert at all. They keep more of your money. They keep more of your money from intros. They keep more of your money from outros, or whatever they call them, and they keep more of the money, for what I can gather, they keep more of your money from people that hit the notification bell. Because then if you hit the notification bell on a video, it means YouTube are notifying you of the video coming live. So YouTube are acting as a middleman. So they're having the cut. And I think it changes money you get if you post a video on social media. You're not acting on your own behalf. Your social media provider is acting on your behalf, so you get less money because you've used a third party organisation to put out your wares. So I don't understand it. There's a couple of There's a couple of videos, content makers I do watch. They seem to understand the YouTube algorithm methods, because YouTube is their living and is their living. So if something is your living, you have to max it out, and they're making content. So that is the reason why you watch your favorite channels, your big channels, and the introduction of the drone shot flying in over one of the Chateau programs I watch. Every program was a drone shot or a shot or an explanation. All that has gone. The reason all that has gone, because it detracts from their profits for making content. So that's YouTube thing. So what I will say to you is, don't hit the notification bell, because by the same rule, if you hit the notification bell, it is YouTube that is supplying you this content, not the content maker. So they have a interest in being the third party that's the provider, as it were. And I trust the YouTube content makers I've got this information from. So if I'm wrong, they're wrong, but they're properly wrong. So please don't hit the notification button on any videos, and no matter whose they are. This isn't reverse psychology to get you to hit the notification bell, because I don't want you to, and neither does any other YouTube content maker now. But please please subscribe, and I'm sure things will change there as years progress. Anyway, that's my ramblings about my new bike. That's my ramblings about the Brompton going. The Brompton Arc I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having that in London, because if you remember, that's where the Brompton 2-speed really showed its colours. I mean, that was a fantastic ride, but this battery thing is everything on the Arc. New bike video virtually in the making, if it doesn't rain. I've sold a Brompton, which is something that's unheard of. I've sold a bike, which is something that's unheard of. And that's part of me mindset of moving into my 20s from my teenage years, I guess. I bought a couple of books. The Netherlands, The Cycling Paradise, written by a gentleman by the name of Peter DeLange, or DeLange. Anyway, I can't pronounce it. It's not Peter Smith, but it's actually, just as a side note, like my bookmark, that my little Brompton bookmark, that's a Brompton tag off a bag with a little bit on there that James crafted onto a bit of sort of reflective blue stuff. James made me that. I think that's lovely, and I've now lost my page. Cracking little book. It's very much a coffee table book-ish, but I mean, some cracking artwork in there, but also it's very informative of cycle routes in the Netherlands, the most beautiful. Touring Amsterdam North. So there's all sorts of snippets of touring stuff in there. So maybe if you're Netherlands minded, or you like the idea, or you want to go to the Netherlands, maybe this is something to add to your little collection where you can gain snippets of information. Netherlands, Cycling Paradise, Amazon, obviously. Other retailers are available, but not at the same convenience. And people moan at me for using Amazon, but there we go. The other book by Josie Dew, Slow Coast Home. That's a second-hand book I picked up, £3-ish. And this is a lady that cycles the coast of England. I'll put pictures of both on the Nottinghamshire Badness Facebook group, which is, as you know, Nottinghamshire Madness by Andrew Marshall on Facebook. So I shall just snap a couple of pictures of these onto Facebook. I've not started it yet. It only came through the letterbox yesterday, and I already know one of you guys have got it on order. £3-ish. What else has happened? Something totally irrelevant and incidental. I've got a new phone. I've got an iPhone, so I've fallen into this guise of communication, and it's, you know, it's incredibly difficult to work, but I'm getting there. I'm going to do a series of videos. The whole point of this new bike is to live with crumbling bicycle infrastructure, and where I live and then around Mansfield, the cycling infrastructure is crumbling. And riding back from Sheffield via the Transpennine Trail, National Cycle Network 6, and the traction trails through Sherwood Forest or around the area, and getting home, the smoothest ride on the Brompton Arc was on the traction trails out in the countryside and through the forests and through the parks. The smoothest ride coming back from Sheffield was on off tarmac. The Derbyshire-Yorkshire section of compacted surface is brilliant, but then that's newer, and I'm sure will degrade and not have spending on it over the years. Well, that doesn't matter. Today, at this moment in time, the smoothest cycling in and around Mansfield excuse me, in and around Mansfield is off tarmac riding, off traction trails that you would normally expect around a town to be usable. That's why I got this bike, so I can ride around Mansfield without hurting. And it's more than me ride to Renworth, and more than me ride into Mansfield. There's other rides that hurt, and they do hurt on a non-suspension bike. And that's, you know, that's and I don't expect the council to spend any money, because they're not spending money on roads. And to get political, I don't think they should spend money on roads either. I think they should spend money on increasing and improving social standards within communities. Well, that's political. I don't talk politics in the public domain, not like many, because we have probably 4 potential political parties in the United Kingdom, and there's not one of them worth putting in power. We have to have one, and I vote every year, every time, but we have to have one of them. And we have 4 political parties. One, I can't understand why it flags so far behind, but it does, especially with the younger generation, with what's heading into in the world. But even that party doesn't offer anything. You know, why would you vote a party in that will get rid of all the cars, all the transport, and build public transport that's going to take 30, 40 years? How are you going to get your food out of Tesco if they can't get it delivered? And I've talked about politics now, but I don't believe in any of them. It's well, when I'm 93, I'm going to make a video all about my thoughts on politicians and politics, because I believe at 93 I'll be too old to get locked up for slander or sued for slander. And at 93 I'm hoping I've got nothing to sue for, because I'm hoping to have spent it all. So that's my politics bit. So yeah, bit of cycling infrastructure to come, new bike to come. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. I've been on for 20 minutes. I can't believe where the time goes. A couple of cracking books to look at. Please message, please email. Thank you to the people that do reach out. And I get people that reach out to me from all around the world. I think that is absolutely bloody amazing, that as you get through life and the world can be so small. We've changed the clocks in the UK. We're now on Greenwich Mean Time, which means pretty much bad weather, rain, cold winds, maybe a bit of ice and snow. Certainly dark evenings, hence a little bit about books, because we're going to be reading books probably in the evenings now, because I did put the television on the other day and it's got the same thing on as it had on last time when I watched it in the hotel a couple of weeks ago. So thanks for watching. More to come. Happy days. Please like. Please dislike. Please subscribe. Please do not ring the notification bell. And catch you later in the day with another video. So thank you. I'll just leave you. I'll just try to get you a shot. And in fact, studio's been revamped, so it's semi-organised now. Got a bit. The desk is there, usable, and that's used by the burial crafters. But there's one of the books: Slow Coast Home, Josie Drew. The Cycling Paradise in the Netherlands. Cracking reads. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm going to go outside and get the new bike out and show you that.